Hello everybody, San here, engineer, MBA, and investor. And in today's video, I want to talk about Caribou Biosciences second quarter 2023 business update. Of course, I made a couple of last videos. This was on CRISPR Therapeutics and Telia, Beam Therapeutics. Earnings report from the last 2-3 weeks that, again, because we make one video a week, we're a little bit late. As you can see, this was from the 8th August, but better late than never, right? So here's the update for Caribou's 2023 Q2 update. Business, of course. So CBO10 annual trial dose expansion enrolling second line of LBCL patients. Plan to share FDA feedback by year-end 2023 and to report initial dose expansion in first half of 2024. So this is really interesting, guys, because I don't think they've ever mentioned it this way, literally like that. Plan to share FDA feedback by year-end. So I don't know if you guys know this, but we're already nearing September, just a couple of days out, and we are in September. So we have September, October, and November, 3 months-ish before we get to December. So we must be getting an answer from this program by the FDA, I guess, by end of November, early December. I'm suspecting it's probably going to be some sort of designation, priority designation, some sort of priority review or something along those lines. Of course, we're not looking at all at a FDA approval by that time. That's almost impossible. I mean, anything is possible in this field, but this is quite impossible. I think it's more of like a priority review or so on, which is still great. Because at that point, they're doing an initial dose expansion in the first half of 2024. As a reminder, this program has 3 cohorts of dose levels. You have the smaller level, mid-level, and the higher levels. And from my understanding, it looked like the mid-level made more sense in terms of, complete response, in terms of ORR. Again, we need more data to be sure of that. The sample size is relatively small compared to what this company plans to aim for the patient size. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens with CBO10. CBO11, we're looking at trial enrollment continues. Okay, CBO12, IND application submission for the second half of 2023. We're already second half of 2023, midway of the second half of 2023. So we'll see where we go with there. And of course, Pfizer gave them a $25 million cash investment, equity investment to Caribou, which is amazing to see. Still a little small amount. I don't even think it covers a quarter of expenses. We'll take a look shortly. But still good, nonetheless. Upsize public offering. So we're looking at dilution of stocks, $134 million. More than $400 million in cash and equivalents. That can lead them all the way to Q4 2025. This is actually longer than Beam Therapeutics, for example, because their expenses are so small. Yet they have significant lot less cash than Beam. Right? Beam has $1.1 billion, like we covered in yesterday's video. These guys have barely $400 million, a little bit more than that. Still, yet they can last longer than Beam, which leads you to think how important it is to manage your expenses, your operating expenses rather, and so on. Couple of words from the CEO, founder, and president of this company, Dr. Rachel Howitz. In 2023, we have advanced our program to build value across our pipeline position. For our lead program, we are excited by the positive CBO10 dose escalation data, demonstrating response rate that rivaled from those who approved autologous CAR T-cell therapies. As we develop CBO10 for the larger second line of LBCL patient population, we continue to enroll patients in dose expansion and anticipate reporting initial dose expansion data in the first half of 2024. So end of this year, 2024, first half of 2024 is going to be a big year for CRISPR. So we look forward to meeting with the FDA later this year to discuss a potential pivotal clinical trial in the second line of LBCL patients. So again, I'm thinking priority review, something along those lines, but we'll see. So as a reminder, really quick, guys, I made a video on this a couple of weeks ago, but as a reminder of their latest data release, 94% overall response rate, 15 out of 16 patients got a ORR, which is amazing. It's not perfect, but it's still amazing. 69% of patients achieve a complete response rate, which is well above average. But the most important value is this highlighted line. 45% of patients, so 7 out of 16 patients had a complete response after 6 months. 24 months is the longest complete response maintained to date, and that patient is doing really well based on the last data set that we got. Again, very small sample size, but still 44% after 6 months durability shows durability of this program. It is above average. My understanding is average is about 30%, 35, something along those lines, even less arguably. So it's well above average, but again, time will tell if it can remain above that. And, you know, we don't want to just be at average or above average. We want to beat out average, right? I mean, that's what the whole promise of CRISPR is, right? That you do a one-time thing and you're done, right? But again, it is a one-time treatment, so they can always play around with second dosage to really boost that complete response rate. But, you know, we'll see where we go with that. In expansion, the mid and high dose level from escalation, 80 and 120, are being evaluated in approximately 32nd line patients. So another 32nd line patients that are going to be enrolled, 15 per dosage here of 80 and 120, the mid and higher levels. They're dropping the smaller dose that they had previously. But they're doing, okay, so CBO11, CBO12, anticipated milestone, we just covered that. So really interesting, guys. This is really interesting. The $25 million investment, that was in June 30. Pfizer invested $20 million in Caribou common shares. So in conjunction, it looks like Sriram Krishna Swamy joined the Caribou's advisory board. Okay, and we had a dilution of stock, right? So, and the expenses. Let's take a look at the net loss. $29 million, just a little bit over from last year. $3 million. That's really nothing when you think about it. $29 million last year, or in the last 3 months. That's really nothing. That's how they were able to get to that 2025 December, or Q4 rather. Q4 2025 operating plan without raising a single penny on the public markets or getting a single penny from like a Pfizer or one of these big pharma companies, right? R&D expenses, they sort of increased by about $4 million compared to the same period last year. Again, this is expected with inflation, higher salaries, more employees. You got to invest more. I mean, things get more expensive. That's expected. But that's really a low level. I would love to see this company grow a little bit more in expenses. Again, you know, money doesn't solve all problems, but it definitely does solve some problems, right? So keep that in mind as we go forward with this company. So in overall, I think it was an overall satisfactory Q2 business update. I think people sort of expected some of these things here, but this plan to share feedback by the end of 2023, I think a lot of people are really happy to hear this out. Again, reiteration from this company. Dr. Haritz, the leader of this company, has always said many times that their plan to keep that one-time treatment, and CBO10 has always done that so far with the data they have. So we'll see where we go from there, guys. It's a really good quarter, a good business update. Although the stock price didn't really move that much, I know it jumped short for meanwhile, it jumped like 10-20%, something crazy like that. But obviously since then gone down. In fact, most companies in the biotech space gone down in the last few weeks, but nonetheless, it is a good earnings report, good business update. I'm a big believer in Caribou. You guys know I've been behind this company before they even went public. I was one of the first guys to make a video on this company before they went public. I think I was still the first YouTuber to have made more than 1 or 2 videos up until I think this company was in the public markets for like 5 to 8 months. I think people started catching on, but it's an amazing story. We'll see where we go from there. We're still early in this CRISPR landscape, guys. I know it doesn't feel like we're early, especially folks that have been in this space since 2020, 2021, but we are still early. So we'll see where we go from there. And again, no video, guys, because I am in Montreal. So that said, I will end this video by asking you guys to subscribe, like this video. It really does help this channel, helps to bring visibility over these videos to the public landscape. So do like, guys, smash the like button. And let me know in the comments, guys, what do you guys think about this business update? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.